Alright, so we start out with a Z-sphere. And we go down here to rigging, select mesh, select the jaw. Then we go topology, edit topology. Okay, now pay close attention. This can get really rough, okay? So what's going to happen is, first off, make sure symmetry's on. If you hold shift and click on the mesh, and then click one more time, it puts a point out there, okay? And those points, like I can add another one, and another one. What I'm going to do is try to keep these as uniform as possible, going all the way around the jaw. And just before I get to the end, I'm going to hold shift, click. And that's going to connect those two together. Okay? Again, if you don't think you have it, you can undo, hold shift, click. That connects the two. Alright, so let's do this. Shift, click. Shift, click. And this is going to be a little game where we connect these squares. Okay, and if you hit A, you're going to see this. Okay, so A previews. And let me just zoom in here so you can really see this. And now you see why I colored it blue for, is because it's really easy to see, especially for a video. Okay, like areas like this. I wouldn't try to connect these two together. What I want to do is have a nice flow around the outside edge. So I go like that. Okay. Just like that. And it's that flow right there that equals good animation, good sculpting, and it looks nice too. So again, I'm going to go all the way around here and try to keep this as uniform as possible. I can always add more points, but what you want to do is try to keep it so it's divisible. And I'll show you what that means. So in other words, you don't want to go all the way around the form. You want to just work around the form. Okay. Now, once you get this one edge loop in all the way around, it's pretty much end game. So I'm looking at things that are flowing across at the other side here. So in other words, for this one, I'm going to place an edge loop so eventually maybe these can go together. Maybe. And this is probably boring as sin to watch, but it is fun. You got to turn it into a little game and you'll be alright. Okay, so now I got that initial edge loop in there. Okay, so notice I placed it just below that form change right there, that white line. And now I'm going to try to connect all the little dots together. And every once in a while I'll hit A just to make sure everything is connecting. So it's a smart idea if you're new to constantly hit A after each one until you get the hang of this. Okay, here's a good example. These will not merge, so what I can do is go like that, and that's fine. Just like that. These two will merge. These will merge, leaving me one more to deal with. And this is the complex part. It's trying to figure out what I'm going to do here. Okay. So I have a quad, I have an n-gon right here, and the n-gon needs to go away. Another thing you should have is this on. That allows you to see all quads. So in this case, I was 1, 2, 3, 4. There we go. I got it all out. So this one, you can have it go all the way around until it meets in the front. Now, new people to ZBrush are having a heart attack. If you're in my class, you're like, "Oh man, I gotta do all this." Yep, it's good for you. There we go. Look how nice that form is. Okay, and what's really nice is the adaptive skin. If I lower this down, you can see a really, really low base mesh. Okay, so in most cases, I'll keep it at a density of 1. Just so I know or can see quads appear. Now that we have this initial down, please move on to the next video where I continue to do the jaw.